Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about the C programming language, its history, who invented it, why it was created, and where it is used today. C is one of the most important programming languages in computer history. It is a general-purpose programming language, which means it can be used to build many types of software. But C is special because it works very close to the hardware while still being easier to write than assembly language. Before C, many programs were written in low-level code that was difficult to read, difficult to maintain, and hard to move from one machine to another. C changed that. It gave programmers speed, control, and structure at the same time. C is often called a middle-level language because it connects high-level programming ideas with low-level hardware control. With C, you can work with memory, processors, files, and system resources directly. This is why C became so powerful. It is simple, fast, portable, and close to the machine. Even today, C is used in operating systems, embedded systems, microcontrollers, and performance-critical software. So C is not just an old programming language. It is one of the foundations of modern computing. C did not appear from nowhere. It came from earlier programming languages, especially BCPL and B. BCPL was created in the 1960s by Martin Richards. It was designed for system programming and influenced many later languages. After that, Ken Thompson created B at Bell Labs. B was used during the early development of UNIX, but it had limitations. As computers became more powerful, programmers needed a better language. They needed stronger data types, better memory control, and a cleaner way to write larger programs. Dennis Ritchie improved the ideas from B and created C. C kept the simplicity of earlier languages, but added more power and structure. This evolution is important because it shows why C became successful. It was not just a new language. It was a practical improvement based on real programming problems. BCPL led to B, B led to C, and C became one of the most influential languages ever created. C was born at Bell Labs in the early 1970s. Bell Labs was one of the most important research centers in technology history. Many major inventions in computing and communication came from there. At that time, UNIX was being developed. UNIX was a new operating system designed to be simpler and more flexible than older systems. But there was a major problem. Much of early UNIX was written in assembly language. Assembly language is powerful, but it is very close to specific hardware. That means software written for one machine is difficult to move to another machine. C helped solve this problem. It allowed UNIX to be rewritten in a more portable and structured language while still keeping high performance. This made both C and UNIX extremely important. C proved that a high-level language could be used to build serious system software. So, the birth of C was not just about creating a programming language. It was about changing how operating systems and low-level software could be built. C was created by Dennis Ritchie at Bell Labs in the early 1970s. Dennis Ritchie was a computer scientist who played a major role in the development of both C and UNIX. His goal was not just to create another programming language. He needed a practical tool for building real system software. At that time, programmers needed something powerful, like assembly language, but easier to write and easier to move across different computers. C became the answer. It allowed programmers to control memory, work with hardware, and write efficient programs, while still using readable and structured code. Dennis Ritchie's work changed programming forever. Many modern languages, including C++, Java, C#, JavaScript, and Go, were influenced by C. So when we talk about Dennis Ritchie, we're talking about someone who helped build the foundation of modern software development. C was invented because programmers needed a better way to build operating systems and system software. Before C, much of this work was done in assembly language. Assembly language gives full hardware control, but it is hard to write, hard to debug, and difficult to move between different machines. C solved this by giving programmers a balance. It was efficient like low-level programming, but more structured and portable like a high-level language. This was especially important for UNIX. Developers wanted UNIX to run on different computers without rewriting everything from scratch. C made that possible. C also made programmers more productive. Instead of writing long assembly instructions, they could use functions, loops, variables, arrays, and conditions. The power of C comes from this balance. It gives direct control over memory and hardware, but it also gives a clean structure for building large programs. That is why C became the perfect language for UNIX and system programming. C became popular because it is simple, fast, portable, and powerful. The language itself is not very large, but it gives programmers strong tools. You can use variables, functions, loops, conditions, arrays, structures, and pointers to build complex programs. One of the most important features of C is performance. C programs can run very fast because the language is close to machine code. This makes it useful for systems where speed matters. Another important feature is portability. A C program can often be compiled on different machines with small changes. This helped UNIX spread across different computer systems. C also gives direct memory access through pointers. Pointers are powerful because they allow programmers to work directly with memory addresses. This makes C useful for operating systems, embedded systems, device drivers, and firmware. In simple words, C gives programmers control. It does not hide the machine completely. That is why engineers still use and respect C today. A C program may look simple, but every line has a purpose. Most beginner C programs start with a header file like studio.h. This gives access to standard input and output functions, such as print. Then comes the main function. In C, main is where the program starts running. When you execute a C program, the operating system begins from this function. Inside the function, you write statements. A statement tells the computer to do something, like print text, calculate a value, or store data. For example, print open parenthesis quote, hello world, quote close parenthesis semicolon tells the program to display text on the screen. At the end, return 0, usually means the program finished successfully. C also uses curly braces to group code. This makes the structure clear and organized. So C code is direct and logical. It may look simple, but it teaches how programs really work from the inside. C is used in areas where speed, control, and reliability are important. One of the biggest uses of C is operating systems. Operating systems need to manage memory, files, processes, hardware, and system resources. C is perfect for this because it is fast and close to hardware. C is also used for compilers. A compiler translates programming code into machine code, and C is powerful enough to build these tools. Another major use is device drivers. Drivers allow the operating system to communicate with hardware such as keyboards, displays, sensors, printers, and network cards. C is also widely used in embedded systems. These are small computers inside products like routers, cameras, cars, medical devices, and industrial machines. Because C uses memory efficiently, it works well on devices with limited resources. So even if we do not always see C directly, it is running behind many systems we use every day. C is still used today in many modern technologies. It is very common in embedded systems and microcontrollers. These are small chips inside electronic products. They control sensors, motors, buttons, displays, communication modules, and many real-world devices. C is also used in automotive electronics. Modern cars contain many control units for engines, brakes, airbags, batteries, lighting, and dashboards. These systems need reliable and fast software. Medical equipment and industrial machines also use C because they often need real-time performance. The software must respond quickly and accurately. C is also used in IoT devices, such as smart sensors, smart lights, security cameras, and connected appliances. The reason is simple. C is efficient, predictable, and close to hardware. So C may be old, but it is still everywhere. It is hidden inside many devices that power modern life. C still matters because it teaches how computers really work. Many modern languages hide memory and hardware details from the programmer. That makes them easier to use, but it also means beginners may not understand what happens underneath. C shows you memory, pointers, data types, functions, and system-level thinking. It teaches discipline because the programmer has more responsibility. C also influenced many major languages, including C++, Java, C#, JavaScript, Go, and others. Their syntax and structure were shaped by C. Another reason C still matters is performance. When software must be fast, efficient, and close to hardware, C is still one of the strongest choices. Operating systems, embedded firmware, databases, networking tools, and device drivers still depend on C. So learning C is not only about learning one language, it is about understanding the foundation of programming and computer systems. C is old, but it is not outdated. It is still one of the core languages behind modern technology. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please share, like, and comment below. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos.